Good evening, people. And it's not Rayul or Dennis. It's me, Franco Gamba. And today we are here for the final qualifying of the DTM season. Today I'm joined by Blake. Say hi to the people.
Everyone. Welcome to Monza. It usually is the final round of the season and a championship battle. But if anyone hasn't watched the last race, well, Kai Trezny has already won the championship, so it's very uncommon for that to happen. But the battle for second is still on, especially for Ricky Paparzine and Hamid in third and second.
And yeah, I wouldn't count out Neller. I'd say it's more difficult for Towick and Mackenzie, but I won't count out Neller, to be honest. But yeah, we can actually see the weather when everything is ready. And yeah, as Kai said, and yeah, here it is the weather. We will actually avoid the rain, most likely. And yeah.
And it's around showers.
Yeah. And last qualifying of the season is now going to begin. So, as you say, last round, Kai Trezny clinched the championship, and I would say actually he deserved that. To be honest, it was consistent season, and it's impressive the fact that he hasn't actually drove a car for 2 seasons. He came back to DTM, and in his first season, he actually won with actual class. To be honest, because it wasn't easy to win. Also, with rivals like Fakhrizin or Muhammad Usman Hamid, who was pretty strong this season. So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, and also don't forget Hamid is literally running for a seat as well. So Price Trezny had some tough opponents before Spa. Well, he had tough opponents. You get what I mean?
Yeah, indeed, absolutely. And meanwhile, we are here waiting for the first car to come out on track. And yeah, we can talk about some drivers' season. Let's start, of course. We have talked about Fakhrizin in general. Once again, impressive, as we said.
But I mean, he got results, but the problem is he was very inconsistent throughout the season. From Silverstone to Aragon, he had disastrous races. And the last 6 ring, he took pole position, and that awful strategy cost him the win. So Fakhrizin had his definite low points of the season. And the first car on track is Xavier Wee.
Yeah, and we will arrive, of course, also to Xavier Wee. Yeah, actually, Rivki's season was actually win, podium, or just low point results, or he finished outside points. So yeah, you are completely right. I would say that it was a good season, but could have been more consistent. I was impressed by Hamid. From the round of Dijon, he actually started to perform pretty well. And at the end, if it wasn't for those 3 races at the start where he struggled, he maybe could have brought the championship down to the wire here at Monza. But it is what it is. It's actually a progress for him, surely, compared to his last season in Formula 2. And it's actually one of the options for him in case he won't get the seat at Williams, as he's one of the contenders for the seat, as one seat is still empty. Felix Sonntag has been confirmed, but meanwhile, returning to the qualifying, like, of course, you can commentate this.
Okay, thank you. So Xavier Wee is now going through these first chicanes. Watch out for those at the first lap on the parallel. We're going to the first very long right-hander, which is called Curva Bassino, which is a very long right-hander, as I mentioned before. Get the power down before going into the next braking zone of Severn Brianti. This little chicane here, where you can easily run the lap here if you go in the gravel. And it's a 25.8 before going for the first Lesmo and second Lesmo going up now. Before going on to the Cava del Segorio straight before Ascari. And also it's a really good overtaking spot. Watch out for Italians coming up on your left. Before entering Ascari, and then getting exit the curve, getting so much power, get the power down very quickly before one of the fastest ones on the circuit, which is Parabolica. Sit here. Entering Parabolica, just keep the car into the inside and move it slightly to the outside. And then Xavier Wee, and it's going to be your lap run of Monza. A very quick track, and Xavier Wee does a 125, 0.08. Venture beats out immediately. Hamid only goes third. Michael Clark only goes fourth. Capana goes provisional pole, as well as Bobo goes sixth. Telly goes second. I'm going to let you do the rest. Will Parrish is second. Eighth. Second, fourth. Newville goes on provisional pole, starting off. Only 12th, that's good. Bakazane goes provisional pole. George Fosbury, only 8th. Turwick, 11th. Rosetta Martinez, only 16th. Jay McKenzie, 14th. Miran MG, only 12th. James Sturt, only P18. Kontrezhnia only goes P9. Maximin Tiktov only goes second place. That's a good lap by the Russian. Volnella, for the British Mercedes racing team, only goes 19th. So that's all the cars done. Fakrazane Flint is now on provisional pole. Just by...
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, you... Me?
I was about to say that was a good lap by Fakrazane, but he definitely needed that if he second place in the championship.
At the moment, it looks quite good because also Hamid is currently 12th, and a curious thought this season is that every time we have seen a poleman, I think rarely we have seen the poleman winning actually, and it seems to be a course. So you have to not start on pole basically to win a race. I have to check now the standings, and I can confirm. Only Titkov managed to win from pole position this season, and it was back at the Jones. So it was 4th round of the season, and yeah, it was the only time the poleman has actually won.
Yeah. Whilst the rest is just filler.
Yeah.
And also, let's have a look at other drivers who actually had a good comeback. I'm gonna say this. Will Parrish had a good. I mean, at the start of the season, Will Parrish was flying, but after Aragon, he just kind of went a little bit off the radar with his little inconsistency. Well, for Michael Clark, it's the reverse.
Yeah, basically Clark had what Parrish didn't have. Probably they swapped their DNAs. So yeah, basically Parrish started the season pretty well, and it seemed to be one of the contenders for the title. But as you say, actually after Aragon, he disappeared completely. 17th at Portimao, 13th at Montreal. Then retirement, I think, for a crash in Texas, and Old Hockenheim in 20th, and last round in 17th, and he had damage, I think, if I remember well. But actually, yeah, absolutely disappeared. While Clark, in the other end, the last 4 races has scored 4 times in the top 5. 3 out of 4 times in the top 5, and one of them has been the last round where he scored also a podium. So I would say that if he continue to keep this form even next season, if he will get retained, it could be quite a good I don't say championship contender yet, but you know DTM is always unpredictable, so you never know.
Yeah, and also especially you're going to join the series, so it just makes things even more complicated. So, but then again, Mason, I'm going to say one thing. Audi had an absolute shocker of a campaign, despite winning one race. I mean, two races this year with Turvik and Paris. Well, apart from that, they had an absolute shocker of a campaign in DTM.
Yeah, I would say that actually it's a strange season for him because I don't know, he got first one time he finished one time in second, one time he won, one time in third, and then all the other times it was two times in the top 8, and the other times it was all out of points. So like this, you can't win the championship unless you're Julius Anderson. But that's
Yeah.
another actually thing. So yeah.
I mean, that was actually worth on the freaking Victoria Cross. So
Yeah. Also, actually, apart the fact that Campana is doing the lap, but rapidly, Mackenzie has been quite impressive. We were joking about him, saying, "Oh, Mackenzie once again is being cursed by the fact he's playing League of Legends." But it's not true because the second half of the season, Mackenzie actually upped his performances quite a lot, starting from his win in Lausitzring. Maybe it has increased his confidence in driving the car, and the results has actually come. Right now, he sits in 6th in the standings. So I would say, compared to last season, where Mackenzie finished like, I think, last even.
I think it was bottom.
Yeah, I don't think he was very, very at the low part of the standings. But yeah, he has improved quite a lot, and I'm happy about this because we know Jay is very talented.
I'm gonna let you do the lap times.
Okay, so Campana hasn't improved, and meanwhile here it is and improved on to 9th, and we are seeing now Will Parrish. We have talked about him a bit before, and he's now 3rd. Good lap. Turwick improves to 7th. And Fosbury is coming onto the straight, and now he hasn't improved. Adventure improves to 5th. Sazonov maybe no top 10. Martinez improves, and Bastazi last, and Hamid in 2nd place. He wants to get this role of a vice champion, it seems. So it's a 1-2 Indonesian at the top, and Fakulten hasn't improved. Mackenzie improves in 18th, and Ibobo improves in 14th, putting Mackenzie in 19th. Sahin doesn't improve. Landler is coming onto the straight and improves only in 19th. Wolf hasn't improved. Neuverville hasn't improved. Mortality hasn't improved. Titkov is coming now here at Parabolica or Michele Alboreto corner. And now it's coming onto the straight. And no, he's not improving, but just for a bit. He was close. Hepchi is improving and improves onto 14th. Start improves in 11th, way better than where he was. Was 21st, so good.
And and also Hamid was using Martinez a bit of a bump draft, and Hamid is now like 40 temps off of Bakrazing, so that was a good bump draft by Hamid.
Absolutely, and he wants to beat him at all costs. It seems. You have a good determination, and actually also we talked about Parrish having a terrible second half of the season, and he took it personally, and now he's 4th. Of course, the race is tomorrow, but a signal has been given by him, probably.
Yeah.
And So that's it for the second round, and keep talking still about drivers. Another driver who has still done very well this season is Matthias Turwick.
Yeah.
So Turwick was last few seasons. He finished. I think every time he has raced in DTM, he has finished in the top 10 in the standings, if I do remember correctly. He has always been at the top during the season. Like, it isn't the Matthias Turwick we have seen in the top class in his, I can say, terrible stint with Marussia, when it was called like that in the top class. And yeah, he has redeemed himself, and well done to him. And once again, also now fighting for a possible top 5. Right now it's 5th in the standings, and overall this season has been quite strange, but it has been enough to put him in 5th place in the standings. So yeah,
It feels like nearly everyone's got a podium in the standings.
yeah, it's basically I read now Matthew's results, and they are a win at Red Bull Ring, 2 second places at Silverstone and Portimao, then a top 5 at Texas, and a 4th place at the old Hockenheim Ring. The rest of the races, he has finished outside points or has retired only in Montreal. So it's quite, let's say, weird. It seems to be an all or nothing to him. This season, it seems to be an all or nothing for him this season. So yeah.
Yeah.
If he improves a little bit his consistency, I think he can be surely a championship contender. If he has actually signed up for next season, he could be a championship contender. I don't think he will be retained in case he has signed up. But yeah, Blake, you can actually commentate this run.
No, I've already done it before. I think we should. Oh dear, Xavier got a little bit of traffic ahead of him.
Sneller.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna run us back.
Actually, this pit exit bug is so annoying sometimes. But yeah.
You need to time. Yeah, you need to time like the substitute perfectly. Otherwise, you're not going to do anything. Yeah, that was not good. By Xavier Wee. So Tresnia is now our champion. Our champion, and Tresnia is now going to go into the first sector now. Decent first sector, I say, but not an improvement.
Yeah, Seresnia is right now in 17th, but I don't think he's actually caring too much about that. He has won the championship, so he's racing this week just for fun, probably.
Yeah.
And also, speaking of his future, he might join in maybe Formula 2, but it's unknown yet. He won't join in the top class because he hasn't actually signed up for the top class. And that's a shame.
Yeah. I was about to say that. I think Tresnia has a better shot in Formula 2. Hopefully, he's going to raffle some cages in there, but is Tresnia going to cross the line? He's actually going to improvement. He actually went up in the second sector. Let's see where Tresnia will end up.
Whoa.
These two guys really need to chill out because they haven't even. These two guys are fighting.
Venture got impeded there by Hepchi. And there we go. Martinez has improved in 18th. Yeah, miserable season, sadly, for Rosetta Martinez.
He thought he can go back where he's most comfortable, and he just got beaten by his own game. Harris was in the line now. Goes provisional pole. Mackenzie only goes 6th.
Yeah, Parrish took it extremely personally.
Yeah. And now I can't wait for the Michael Jordan meet, and I took that personally.
Yeah. There we go. So Fosbury 8th. And Fakri Zain. Nothing. Sazonov is improving. Oh yeah, Sazonov has improved quite a lot in second. Bobo 6.
Oh,
Start.
Michael Clark's improving. Improving. I mean, improving. Crosses the line on the 19th. Oh,
Will
Nella!
Neller.
Hello!
All of a sudden, he's on pole position. Well done to him. And yeah, Mavci, as we call him jokingly. Miran isn't improving, it seems. And it's coming. No, it hasn't improved. But Wolf as well hasn't improved. And ironically, the last row is composed by the last two drivers of the standing. So yeah, it actually summarizes their season. Especially Martinez, I would say. Martinez has returned to DTM after being
2 years. Yeah. After 2 years.
Yeah, after 2 years and after a terrible run last season with Manor, where his teammate Amelia Wilson has beaten up him quite a lot. And yeah, his intention was to return to win something here in DTM, like in 2018.
Yeah, and he got beaten at his own game. So, ain't that achievements?
And yeah, it's actually has been the opposite, completely the opposite of his 2018 campaign. I mean, while the two teammates of the British team actually impede each other, Clark probably asking Neller why he has gone too fast like this.
They're just doing like a typical British tradition by saying, "You can't park there, mate. You can't park there. I'm on the right spot."
You're not on the right spot, or maybe as I say, maybe Clark is giving a signal to Neller, asking him how he has went too fast like this.
Yeah.
And yeah, magically Clark here returns in the Ferrari box. It's actually ironic that a Mercedes car is with Ferrari mechanics, and yeah, cars are coming now out for the third run. And the first one is the championship leader. He wants to have the moments of glory. So yeah. Anyway, talking about other drivers, I was impressed all season. I would say Caio Moratelli hasn't done too bad. He has done right in his first season in DTM.
I think the person that went most on the radar is Will Neller. I mean, how did people literally miss him? His consistency was good before Texas, but still, consistency was key. And why do we have a helicopter shot?
I mean, in my opinion, Will is just a confirmation of his actually incredible career and consistency in general. We have known Will for his consistency for a year, and this year he actually returned to be seriously competitive, as he actually wasn't the last few years. But Mortelli, I was saying that he has done quite well overall this season, in his first season in DTM. He comes from the old BTCC series. Finishes from 6,
which was debunked, but it is actually some decent races towards the end of the season. So, I mean, Old Dresden is actually did pretty well in the first sector actually.
Yes, quite close, nearly a 10th down. So he might improve a little bit. And yeah, I would say Moratelli, if he actually signed up again next season, he could be quite a threat. We will have a lot of threats next season in DTM, so it will be quite interesting to see who will come out on top.
And also there will be, I think there'll be loads of, got a feeling there'll be like loads of mix and old in DTM. next season.
Yeah, I do think that DTM will probably become an even more and more series of retired persons. So yeah.
It's basically just a retirement home.
Yeah, basically a retirement home. Serezin is coming. No, he hasn't improved, and stays in 13th.
Benches on improvement though.
You have a bit of slipster in front. It's new reveal, surely. Oh no, he hasn't improved. W6. That's a good improvement. And Fosbury, currently in 12th. Yeah, actually, Fosbury as well has been quite underwhelming this season, so yeah. 20th in the standings. A bit unfortunate, but I would say seriously disappointing compared to last season.
Yeah.
He hasn't improved now. Mackenzie as well hasn't improved. Morotel, even with the slips in Ronella, hasn't improved. And you can do the rest.
Maximum TikTok is now going to cross the line now. He's definitely not going to improve. Was correct. Campana. Backers aid. Now going to cross the line. Doesn't improve. Well, Parish. Probably going to be the same story. Zaheen. It's definitely not going to improve. Turek doesn't improve. Looks like four below. Goes sixth. You're in MG. Sorry. MG. Sorry. MG crosses the line now. Only doesn't improve. What am I even saying? Only doesn't improve. Stir actually lost a lot of time there. Oh, he went on Parabolica.
The classic mistake that driver does here at Monza.
I think he took too much curb. He took too much curb.
Yeah, they always put too much gas inside the entry of Parabolic and they went wide, so it's a track
that... sorry. Yeah, you're right. Track will bite. It's very quick, but it will bite you very hard if you even slightly touch the curbs.
Yeah, you basically always go over the limit here at Monza, and the temple of speed for a reason. Meller isn't improving, but he doesn't mind probably because he's still on pole. Yeah, quiet lap for him. And he hasn't improved, so he stays on pole for now.
So
and yeah.
Talking about that other disastrous campaign. Oh God.
Sorry, son.
I'm deciding to put the Hoover on for some reason. I didn't mean to have to close the door. So I was about to say, I think above, not above. I think Michael. Don't know who to talk about, but I don't know. But I don't know about FG season. He's just. I mean, and Dijon Texas was just kind of there. It's like the rest of the season, and then everything else was just disaster. I don't know what it's gonna be about FG's future. Is he gonna stay in the series?
That's a good question. I think Miran has signed up, so a chance that he might stay exists. But considering this season, it has been quite a bad season. Let's be honest. Yeah. Only the podium at Dijon has been actually a peak of the season. The rest has been sadly just a bit of bad luck, because I remember when he was in strong positions, sometimes he got taken out or got unfortunate circumstances that impeded him to score a good result.
And the classic version by Clark ruins his chance of actually getting decent points at Mugello.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
Clark went into his back and well, Clark scored the fifth place there, but probably
Don't
wasn't
score,
safe because surely FG was with a knife after the race for searching Clark.
yeah.
So
I was probably doing the same thing. I could see it before and it took me out. that's at Patson Scary. David Renow starting the lap now.
yeah, and meanwhile, we starts the last flying lap of the season because the time left is 2 minutes. So yeah, basically it's last lap of the season, last flying lap of the season, and he's coming onto the first sector, and he's not improving. So yeah, it's probably at best P7 for Xavier Wee. Of course, lap is still long, and anything can change, but I don't think that if you are 2 tenths down here at Monza, where the gaps are so small, you are not going to improve, to be honest. Sector 2 here. No, definitely won't improve. So that's probably P7 for him. And yeah, that's qualifying done this season for that's last qualifying done this season for Kaiser Resnia. So it's starting P14 or lower. So he will have a bit of adventure tomorrow.
No
But it will have fun. Yeah, no pun intended, of course, because at Monza, of course, it's very easy to be punted off.
Saving Reed
We had
doesn't
improved.
improve. Most of them are also like outlaps. Oh, Fosbury. Oh, please don't do stupid. Very stupid. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, actually, Forsberg's lap is gone. And Martinez isn't improving. And also, FG's battling there with Mackenzie. Usually a mess here with overtakes and slipstream.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I literally saw like the smallest patches of rain.
Yeah.
On the exit parabolica. So the rain has come, but like the worst time ever. So.
Yeah, basically, this probably will confirm Will Nadler's pole position. It's now a jinx, maybe, because maybe someone even in the where there are dots is going fast. No, now Parrish hasn't improved, and probably Mortelli as well hasn't improved. I didn't quote him. Fakri Zayn. No, he hasn't improved. Start is improving. Let's see where he will go. No, he hasn't improved. Yeah, Lux sector is probably wet. Yellow?
The nightmares.
Oh, it's Will Neller. It's Will Neller. Yeah, Will probably.
I want to know what happens in Will Neller.
Yeah, the famous low mourner, and he's actually celebrating the fact that he's on pole probably because I don't think no one can improve, to be honest. Clark hasn't improved, and Sazonov hasn't improved. Turwick doesn't improve, and Ibobo doesn't improve. Yeah, basically that sector is.
Could you please show a replay of what happened to Muller? Did he just go off by himself?
Yeah, and also I have G5 second off, so I don't know what happened to him.
I think something happened. I think Manella caused a massive traffic jam at one of the Lesmos.
Yeah, Mackenzie overtook him at turn 1, I think. And let's see Nader.
I think.
Yeah, basically, he hadn't braked. He hasn't braked.
He's just pinned it.
He just came in and said, "Fuck it, I'm going full throttle," and and he put it on the gravel. But that's pole position for Will Neller, so the final pole position of the season is taken by Neller. And as now Joe said, Epchi and Clark have the same time, but Epchi's ahead. So in case the standing says Clark is ahead of Epchi, we have to invert the order. And yeah, well done to Will Neller, who is on pole. But yeah, let's say his main rivals to get P2 are not far.
Yeah.
And there we go. So you can read the first 11, and I read the last 11.
Right. Thank you. So for the lineup for the DTM Italian Grand Prix goes like this. Probably the lineup, probably the grid for tomorrow. We'll now on pole position with another Will Parrish in second place, with third being Andrei Sazonov. P4 with Rifki Kapazane. P5 with his Indonesian compatriot, which is Hamid Tribogle in the other BMW. 7th is Xavier Lee. 8th is Maximum Tiktor. P9 is Galadilville. P10 is Jay McKenzie. And P11 is the other Polish rival of Daniel Venture. You can take it away, Franco.
So yeah, P12 for Fosbury, and P13 for Campana. P14 for new crown champion Kai Sereznia. He will take it easy tomorrow. And Caio Martelli in P15. And then we have Trowick in P16. 17th Sahin. 18th James Start. Of course, the game inverted the position between Clark and Epchi. 1950, 20th Clark. 21st Rosetta Martinez. And last place for Adam Wolf.
I think that's it. I think that's it for the Italian qualifying. But tomorrow is the race, and that's when things will start to go down.
Yeah, indeed, and also it's a Will front row, Will Neller and Will Parrish. So yeah, it will be fun in the first corner to see which wheel will lead onto the first corner. So yeah. But yeah, that was it for today's qualifying, and it's been an enjoyable session. Usually at Monza it's always an enjoyable qualifying session. But that's it for today. Sadly tomorrow I won't be here. I don't know if you will be here, but in case you will be, I think you're going to enjoy a good race to commentate. And yeah, that's the final qualifying of the season. And I was Franco Gamba, and it was Blake Moore.
Thank you.
And see you tomorrow for the race. And yeah, let's enjoy the last part of the season. Bye, guys.